Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Cole Asher Hava, KT Addis, how you doing everybody? I want to talk to you about evolution and growth and advancement. There is nothing new under the sun. There is nothing new under the sun. Remember that. So ask yourself, if there's nothing new under the sun, where did guns come from? What about electricity? What do they mean by there's nothing new under the sun? It's not just a saying. There's meaning behind everything. A picture has 1,000 words, but every word by itself has at least 1,000 meanings. So what do they mean when they say there's nothing new under the sun? What does that mean? This is what it means, exactly what it means. Not my interpretation, but the universal truth. Everything that existed now existed before in one form or another. Electricity already exists. Technology and electrons or electronics. Electronics is nothing more than the manipulation of electrons. That's all electronics are. The manipulation of electrons. They fire an electron in one way and it brings up images on the screen. That's all it is. So what do they mean by there's nothing new under the sun? Everything that existed before existed back then. For an example, the CERN Hadron Collider. That is nothing more than, how can I say, they are recreating your energy field. I'm going to go into a video deeper on this in another time, but they're recreating the human aura. The CERN Hadron Collider manifests particles. They shoot atoms at very high rates. Very high rates, at least 30,000 times per second. Your body, your aura, also shoots off electrons. Your mind, when you close your eyes, you see the color red. You've created that by imagining it. In Genesis, man was created in the imagination of God. They was created in the image of God. They was created in God's imagination. In the Elohim's imagination. This is how they were created. How we were created. Within his imagination. When they say there's nothing new under the sun, they're really saying there's nothing new under the sun. All this existed before. A camera is nothing more than the eye of a human. A microphone is nothing more than the ear of a human. Speakers would be the mouth of the human. That's all it is. There's nothing new under the sun. So when you apply this principle into your life, what does that mean? Everything around you existed in the form of a spirit. Everything around you existed in the form of spirit. All of this. It came from spirit. It existed within spirit. What does this mean? Technology does not compare to the spirit. God bodies will rise, and you will see people with these abilities that they have. All these technology that's going around is nothing compared to the spirit. The spirit can destroy all of this just with the imagination alone. You have to align yourself to a true source, like I've been saying. Align yourself to source. Become one with what you believe. Guns, that's nothing more than the energy in a projectile from the fingers. In the Mahabharata, in the Hindu's religion, in the Hinduism, there was a man named Krishna. He had a bow and arrow. When he fired it, it caused an explosion that could wipe out cities. But of course, they want you to believe the Mahabharata is fake. Because the same entities who fought against Krishna are alive today. after they killed Krishna was the beginning of the Kali Yuga. Those entities are on this earth today. Hindus call them Rakshas. Christians call them demons. Muslims call them jinn. But they're alive on this earth today. The Japanese call them Jaki. They're alive on this earth today. They could shapeshift and transform into other entities. The New Age movement call these people reptilians. They're alive on this earth today. But the difference is we are at a crossroads. We are getting ready for a war. Whether you believe it or not, whether you know it or not, we're getting ready for a war. This is not going to be World War III will not be Russia versus America. For in the end, you will hear rumors of wars. Those are rumors. It will not be Russia, China, America. That's not World War III. World War III will be the rise of God bodies fighting demons and ignorance. Wicked people. Niggas with guns running around thinking they hood. Racists running around with the Klan mask thinking they about to conquer the world. That's going to be World War III. God bodies. But they've been lying to you. Because in order to get this God body, you're going to have to alkaline your diet. Study what you know. Act on it. Believe it with a strong passion. What you know is the truth. And practice towards it as well. And you will manifest a God body like how evolution. When a single cell organism evolved, of course it grew and grew and grew, and then it eventually became a man, or an elephant, or a lion, a rhino, a dinosaur. A single cell organism became all these varieties. How did it do that? Through consciousness, through learning. If we evolve again, that's nothing new under the sun. God bodies already existed before, but through ignorance and pure power, their people lost their way eventually. But we in the age of Aquarius. It's all coming back now. And this time they can't stop it. They want to stop it. They wish they can. They think they can, but they can't. Because the rise of the God bodies will happen by nature. By divinity, by divine right, the rise of God bodies are coming. Whether you agree with it or not, whether you know it or not, God bodies are going to rise. There may be reptilians watching this. There may be jinn watching this. They're from a different dimension. They can see everything we don't see. Even they know the God bodies are coming. Even they know the God bodies are coming. And when they do come, not everybody will get this God body. The sun will activate the DNA, the melanin. It's going to activate your DNA. It's going to activate depending on what you believe. That's how organisms evolve. The sun activated their DNA. You think they just magically grew feathers because by natural selection? Nay. The sun activated their DNA. They wanted to be better. The sun activated it. Every morning you should sun gaze for 5 minutes. If you can't do it, it's cool. Alkaline that diet. Go into that form of righteousness and purity. That's that Virgo energy. Be pure with who you are. Be pure. Cleanse yourself. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything that's about to happen has already happened before. What's going to happen in 5 minutes has happened 5 minutes ago. We are rising into a new level, into a new state of awareness and consciousness. See, what the government is doing, they want to align with technology. Scientists and the government, they want to merge with technology. They want to become one with technology. That's what the singularity is about. They want to be one with technology. They can be better with technology. If they do that, they don't know that the DNA is programmed. If you merge with anything that is not nature, you will be shut off and cut off from source. But they don't know this. They don't care. Even if they do know it, they still going to go about their way because they're self-righteous. They're prideful. Keep in contact with nature. Nature is going to unlock your DNA. 97% of DNA is locked. If you align your DNA and become one with that you eat, if you become one with what you eat, you are what you eat literally. If you become one with the vegetables, the greens, if you become one with this, your DNA will unlock. I ain't talking about the GMO, I'm talking about if you become one with nature. Stargaze, sun gaze, moon gaze. Give praise to the true source of all creation. Become one with this source, and your DNA will unlock. Do accordingly, act accordingly to what you believe. Your DNA will start to unlock. It won't happen for everybody because very few are chosen. You can click off right now, you wasn't chosen. You can continue watching. You one of those chosen. Because you are listening to information. Even if you already heard it before. It makes you happy that other people are talking about what you know. They're confirming it. Everything is a confirmation. It's all a matter of what you believe. It's all a matter of what you believe. I'm getting my DNA activated. I'm going to summon my God body in this life or the next. We are all going through an evolutionary process. And since our consciousness is knocking on that door of self-realization, you'll be transformed in the twinkling of an eye. You will be transformed like that. We are knocking. Our consciousness is knocking on the door of immortality. So when the sun seeks this vibration, when the sun has all that Aquarius energy, all that energy, when it beams it to the earth, DNA will be unlocked and you will be transformed in the twinkling of an eye. It's going to happen. Some people will become the worst thing they could ever imagine. A monster. Not physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And they're just going to be a real wicked person. And you, with that God body, you're going to slay them. You might see fairies running around. Women with wings. Halos. We are going to become devas. That is what the Hindu religion was about. Devas who grew up, they was probably single-celled organisms. They transformed, evolved into humans, Well, I mean bipedal creatures. They also grew up when they must have went through some type of crisis, maybe, and they had a chance. Do we go this technological route or do we go the spiritual route? Obviously, they chose the spiritual. They merged with that God body by nature and divine right. They came to earth and told us the same thing that happened with them. Hey, we went through these crises. These dudes tried to take over with technology. They're called Assurers. They almost succeeded, but we conquered them. We won. We're gods now. We're devas. The sun activated DNA. Now we telling you humans, hey, activate your DNA, alkaline your diet. That's all we can say. Do your thing. If you fail, you fail. But if your people try to come to our world and try to bring that, we're going to destroy all of y'all. Because y'all wicked. So get right or get left. The option's up to you. What you do with your life affects nobody but you. So why do you choose to go out here and put a negative image into the world? It's going to come back and hurt you. It was Gandhi, I believe, who said, holding on to anger is like holding a hot coal. You're only hurting yourself. There is nothing new under the sun. Everything that's about to happen has already happened. Everything that's happening right now has already happened. There's already been wars, confusion. There's been stress. There's always been prostitution. It's all the same. Everything just going in a cycle, going in a circle. It's called samsara. And the only way to escape it is within. Go to source. Go to source. That's the only way to escape all of this. People think they're growing and evolving by doing the same thing over and over. You must grow. That's that vertical. Grow. Go up. People are going horizontal. They're doing the same thing over and over and over and over. There's nothing new under the sun. So you cannot lie to yourself. Do not deceive yourself. Don't deceive others. Let no one deceive you. If somebody tells you, here comes heaven, do not listen. For heaven is within you. Seek ye the kingdom of God. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all will be added unto you. All things will be added unto you. Not some, not half, not a few, all. There is nothing new under the sun. God bodies will rise. And it's the same thing that's happened from the beginning of time. It's nothing more than evolution on a wider scale. That's all it is. That's all it is. Evolution on a wider scale. Like how amoeba, single cells became fish, fish became reptiles, reptiles became apes and primates, primates became humans. Humans are, their consciousness is knocking on the door of immortality. They're realizing who they truly are, and they're starting to wake up and become something different. Because evolution evolution has never stopped. Evolution is going to keep happening and keep going and keep going. Evolution is going to keep happening. We are about to evolve into something greater. Something. When an animal was threatened by a predator, it evolved to destroy that predator. It evolved to fight back against that predator. There is a butterfly. When it's opened its wings, it looks like it's like it almost looks like a tiger face. Strange enough, it looks like a tiger face, and this scares off predators. Hedgehogs have quills, so if a fox try to eat it, Sonic and Tails, if a fox try to eat it, he won't be able to harm him. He won't be able to harm him because his quills. Same thing with a porcupine. Predators, or prey, evolves to fight back against the predators. But they don't look at themselves as prey. They're just living life. They fight back against these meat eaters, you can say. Elephant evolved tusks for a reason. They grew to a large size for a reason. Triceratops had 3 horns for a reason. They activated that through DNA, subconsciously. I gotta fight back. Soon they evolved with 3 horns. That's what they wanted, to fight back. Same thing with humans. Who was trying to conquer you? Because you about to grow up into a god body, and you about to fight back. But this time it's not going to be against some little kind of camouflage. This is going to be some real Kamehameha type stuff. Naruto type people running around. People like Bleach running around. Because they put us in a position that we was prey. But now we about to grow up and conquer all of that. Believe that. They don't want to believe it, but they know it's going to come. That's why they keep telling you, that's a cartoon, don't worry about that. The Japanese told the truth. Remember that the Japanese told the truth. These things are real. This is going to happen. So next time when you see an anime, I challenge you, watch an anime. You won't look at it the same. Kamehameha was a real man himself. Kamehameha was a real man. Everything is made by frequency. When Goku does the Kamehameha, he's bringing it all into a tight frequency. And he can blow up cities. Krishna, when he shot the Brahmastra from the bow and arrow, he blew up cities. He was vibrating at a high frequency. It says it in the Mahabharata. In order to do the Brahmastra, you vibrate at a high frequency. That's how you do the Brahmastra. And when the sun activates this DNA, you're going to see the God bodies rise. And if you miss out, you know why. You was wicked to begin with. You got your reward. Cole Asher Hava, KT Addis. Stay safe, everybody.